here are my top 10 games of all time by me, a guy who knows ball. So here are my honorable mentions. We have Cursor Blade. Cursor Blade is a very fun indie game. You can burn like 30 minutes on it. It's like a roguelike, and your like cursor is like the sword. It's a very fun game. It's only like $2. I recommend you should try it. My Singing Monsters is a great game. It is so fun to see like your little island, the little beats that they make. The Composer Island is so fun to burn time on and just make random fucking things. Plague Inc. Either of them, the original or the second one, it burnt so much time on my phone. Like I would just chill on my phone playing Plague Inc. There's like a Flash game. I think it's called like Infection Inc. or something. That was also very fun. Burn a lot of time in class. We have Among Us. This was peak as shit in 2020, and like even like 2021, 2022. It's kind of mid now, but it was so fun to play. The three maps, like it was just so enjoyable to play with friends. It was kind of hard, to get like a party of like 10 people, but you get like maybe like 5 people on, and it was great. It was very fun. I mean, like the most I ever got was like 7 of my friends on. Wait, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 of my friends on. It was great. It was very fun. Cult of the Lamb. This is also a very fun game. Pretty enjoyable. It really is. It's not really. I was surprised that I liked it because it's not really my type of game, but it is definitely a very fun game. I recommend you try it out. I'm sure a lot of people have recommended this before, but it is just genuinely a great game. Then we have Slime Rancher. This is very nostalgic for me. I played on my Xbox a lot with my brother. Very fun. Finding the new slimes for the first time is so fun. The start of the game is always fun when they're all trying to escape. Unlocking the new areas with like the slime keys is very enjoyable. It's just a very fun game to explore and everything. This is an F125. This is just all the F1 games. Or all the Codemaster F1 games. All the Codemaster F1 games are very enjoyable for me. I don't think there's been a single one that I played that I don't like. A lot of the reviews are really bad, but I really like the game. I like F1. I like the games. They're good. Then I have Five Nights at Freddy's. These are just all the Five Nights at Freddy's games. They all deserve to be on here. I love the series. I love the series so much. The individual games, none of them make it to the top 10, but if all of them combined would be like number 5 on the list, but I can't do that. So it's very enjoyable game. Each game is very enjoyable. Very fun series. The lore is interesting. Now we'll move on to number 10. Number 10, Fortnite. It's very fun with friends. It can produce a lot of funny moments in games where your teammates just do something stupid. And it's really satisfying to see yourself get better. The new seasons, they add a lot of new things. It's like a whole new like way to play every season. The amount of crossovers is very very cool. You can create like funny situations where like you're like Jake the dog and you're like doing one of the like like eagle emotes where you're like eating the ass out of like Jonesy. That's pretty funny. But ranked, in my opinion, is boring. As it gets pretty sweaty sometimes, and I don't like Fortnite as a competitive game. I like Fortnite as like kind of a party game in a way. I mean, it's fun to try to win, but if you're with your friends, you're just trying to have a good time, right? Number 9, we have Forza Horizon 5. It's fun to do whether you're playing by yourself or with your friends. Collecting the cars is very fun. I like collecting things in games. Very fun. Driving around the open world is enjoyable. Seeing what there is, just driving around, doing like drifts and shit. And yeah, even without the story and the missions, it's still very fun. Easily my favorite driving game of all time. At number 8, we have Balatro, or Balatro. Not sure how it's pronounced. It's very, very addicting. It's fun to do like your own challenges on, and the ones that it gives you in the game. It has nearly an infinite amount of content because of the amount of jokers and builds you can do, and it's the best roguelike in my opinion. It's so easy to sink so many hours into this game and have fun 100% of the time. So you can play this for like 15 hours, and every hour will be enjoyable. And unlocking all the new jokers and trying out new decks is great, and it's so satisfying to hear those sound effects as you see just the number just expand and expand and expand and expand. At 7, we have Bloons Tower Defense Battles 2. A lot of people seem to not like this game. I don't get it. I think it's very fun. The original Battles is pretty nostalgic for me. Bloons City Battles. Um, and this one, it just takes everything that made the first one good and cranks it up by 3 times. It takes the already great game of Bloons TD6 and adds a fun competitive aspect that keeps you engaged and want you to keep going. Climbing up the ranks is one of my favorite ranked games of all time. It's very satisfying to go up in the ranks. And the amount of heroes that there are and all their costumes. I love how the costumes are their own unique characters with like special abilities. That's an amazing concept. And there are just so many different play styles, and it's just a very, very fun game. At number 6, we have War Thunder. It's a very fun, grindy game. I love grindy games. It is pay to win, but the grinding just really, it's so fun. I could just pay to skip the grinding, but the grinding is the fun part for me. A lot of people do not like this game because of how grindy it is, but that's why I like the game. It's also very fun and realistic war sim, which it's pretty hard to find, especially for like planes and tanks and naval and everything. And it's like 3 whole games that could be separate games in one of aviation, ground battles, and naval, which I like naval. I don't know why people don't like naval. I think naval's fun. A lot of people in the War Thunder community do not like it. I like it a lot. I think it's a great game with, I don't know why I wrote a little bit of greed. A lot of greed. But it doesn't ruin my experience. And it is so fun to play with friends and just dick around and say, there's a guy over there, and then you just shoot like 5 bullets at him at the same time. It's great. And then here we make it into our top 5. Bloons TD6. We got 2 Bloons games on here. It's a great game. It has so much content that you can just waste so much time on. And it's like Balatro, where 100% of the time you're having fun on it. You can play co-op with friends, which is a very fun experience. Just placing random towers in random spots and then somehow winning, or like spamming insta monkeys. You can try to go to like the highest round you can and get all the paragons and everything. You can try to beat the hardest modes with strategies and unique combos, which it's so fun to do that. Try to beat the bosses. The bosses are very fun. The races, I've heard people like them a lot. I'm pretty bad at them, but they're fun. And there's just so much more. Like you can do really so much in this game. It's a great game with unlimited possibilities, especially if you add in modding. I think modding's bad. I just admitted to it, but I don't care. Modding is so fun. Like the amount of mods that there are is really enjoyable. It's one of, if not the most satisfying games I've ever played. The feeling when you finally black border a map is so nice. Like it feels so good to see that black border appear around them. And then, just try to fill out a whole, like, page of maps with black borders. That feels really good. And the updates are insane. Like, they release a new update, every 3 months, and they add, like a new hero, and new map, and, like, a new monkey. Like, the amount of updates are insane. It's so fun. Number 4, we have Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. This game is so fun. It's one of the best sequels ever made, in my opinion. And it has so many great aspects, like with the large amount of characters that you just start out with, not even the ones that you just unlock. And to try and then like you get them to like the max level, that's so fun. And there's so many game modes, and the multiplayer is so fun, whether you're just like by yourself or playing with friends online or playing split screen. I have a lot of nostalgia with the split screen mode. It is partly up this high because of nostalgia. I think it'd be top 10 without nostalgia, but maybe just not number 4. The excitement when you finally get a new character from those packs is so crazy. Like when you get a new character and then you try it out, you play like 10 battles with them. It's very fun. Or when like you get those new characters, the Hovergun 3000 and the Torchwood, it has so much to do, and it truly is just one of the best games ever made. Number 3, a lot of people hate this, but it is Roblox. We are in the top 3 now. Roblox is an insanely fun game with so many different fun games inside of it to play. There's lots of events inside of it, and it's so fun. There are so many fun games inside of it to play, and there's so many different genres. And like, sure, it does have like slop, like steal an Italian brain rot and grow a garden. That is slop, but you can find a genuinely fun game and then just sit there for hours playing it. And there's so many creative ideas that people put into games here because of how easy it is to make games, and so many gimmicks that are they're just so enjoyable. You can also meet some really nice people on here and have some fun just talking to randoms in chat, especially like those voice chat hangout games. Those are very fun. It's also just a great game to play with friends. And number two, a lot of you expected this to be number one, but I'm gonna put it number two. Do I even have to explain? Okay, Minecraft is the game. I think it's the highest selling game of all time. It's just the game, the video game. It has so many things to do, whether you're playing by yourself or with friends. You can build so many different creative things, and with the amount of updates that it gets, it's always feeling fresh, especially with this new like drop system. A lot of them have been lame, but this like copper one, I think it's just like a drop. It's not even like a major update, and that's crazy. Seems very fun. And that 2 week Minecraft phase every year where you play with your friends every day is some of the most enjoyable times of every year. And the amount of servers is just they're all so fun. Like Hypixel, I've probably sunk so many hours into that. Like Bed Wars, Sky Wars, they're all such fun games. And this game, it's so simple, and it doesn't really just have that much depth, so it's hard to talk about it. But it executes it so perfectly, and it's perfect. The only reason it's number one is because it does start to get boring after a while. Like even like after you get everything, you get like hella stacks, and like you can build and stuff. But for me, it just starts to get boring. Now we move to number one, my favorite game of all time, CS:GO slash CS2. I wrote like a whole fucking essay over here. I love this game so much, and like, where do I even start? It is such a fun game to get better at, like seeing your progress. It really is just so fun, and it has just the perfect balance of strategy and skill. And you you can't just get by from like clicking on heads and having good aim. You have to have strategy and know the maps. It's so awesome to watch yourself get better in those moments when you get a crazy kill or do an insane clutch like a 1v5. They feel so good, and the people hyping you up, it is amazing. And the esports are very exciting to watch and to root for your favorite team, and it looks like you can be that person. Even though they're way better than you, it really feels like you can be them. And with friends, all of these things just become 10 times better. And I can't talk about CS without talking about skins and cases and everything. The skins are one of the best parts of the game. Spectating someone and then realizing they have like a $500 or maybe like a $10,000 skin is amazing, and it feels so nice to purchase that one skin you've been waiting for months to get. And when you feel a case with all of your friends, or when you open a case with all of your friends watching your screen, is such a good feeling. They're all like hyping you up, praying to get a good item. Especially when you actually do get something semi-good, it feels great. You also meet so many just absolute characters on CS. Like the amount of drunk Russian people I have trolled on there is probably in the hundreds. You'll meet the most insane people ever, and it just means that you can't really get mad if you're bad or you lose or whatever when there are just two angry drunk people yelling slurs at each other because one dude accidentally shot the other. Like it's just so fun to watch grown men scream at each other, and it truly is a great game that cannot be matched by any other game. And that is why I put CSGO, so CS2, at the number one spot of my favorite game of all time. Thank you for hearing my opinion. It is the only correct one. I will not be taking any other suggestions in any comments or anything. This is the correct list. Goodbye.